Having explained my decision to enter a nolle prosequi in the case of the Republic versus Kobena Dufour and others, I wish to provide a brief update on the investigations and prosecutions that are currently underway. Trials have commenced in the case of the Republic versus Kobena Dubois and 3 others, and that of the Republic versus Solomon Asamoah and another. That is the SkyTrain case. In the Kobena Dubois case, we are calling only 3 prosecution witnesses. Our first witness has concluded his testimony. But for the third accused person's sudden withdrawal in open court of her lawyer's service, our first witness would have been discharged to give way to the second prosecution witness to start testifying. We expect our second witness to start testifying before the beginning of the legal vacation on July 31st, 2025. In the SkyTrain trial, we have concluded the case management conference. It is important to add that, but for the change of solicitors and the multiple medical excuses of the second accused person, that is Prof. Appiah Ekumfi, and recently of the lawyer for the first accused person, we would have called 2 of the 6 witnesses by now. That notwithstanding, the trial in the SkyTrain case is expected to start before the beginning of the legal vacation. Having explained my decision to enter a nolle prosequi in the case of the Republic versus Kobena Dufour and others, my approach is in consonance with the central plank of the oral, which is to recover the loot, which is to recover all the loot. But of course, you use all advisedly, because as I have pointed out clearly, it is not in all cases that it is possible to recover all the loot. So you recover some, realistically possible. Of course, recovering the loot and jailing looters are not mutually exclusive. And I believe that that is what citizens are pushing for. In other words, both can take place, and that will be full-fledged accountability. But anyone familiar with the plea negotiations would agree that it is rare to go into the negotiation room and come out without giving up something in order to clinch a deal. Our plea bargain statute captures that succinctly, as it contemplates that the Attorney General may even go to the extent of dropping charges in exchange for restitution. Also, under the Cost Act 1993, Act 459, an accused may plead guilty to a charge or charges and pay restitution where the offense involves harm to the property of the Republic, including financial resources. In that case, the accused is to be handed a non-custodial sentence. As the Attorney General, I will not oppose the use of Section 35 of the Cost Act to achieve the purposes of oral. Now, Section 35 is mandatory. Once the accused approaches the judge, and pleads guilty to the charge, the judge is mandated, the judge could reject the restitution or reject the offer of the accused person. But once the judge accepts the offer of the accused person, I have no role in it, all right? Then the accused person must be given a non-custodial sentence. In other words, the accused person will walk home.
The man is a legend. If you want to know with your wife, you have a problem, just play. Odo me pewa sempa o na abon here. Pepem pem 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 pepem pepem pem 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 pem. Odo me pewa sempa o na abon here na mpira di pantia. Me pewa sempa o here na wan kira di pantia. Daddy me pewa semu bebre. Your wife is good to go.
Let all of us be present to mourn him, wherever the funeral will be held. Whether in Suta, whether in Kumasi, or whether in Accra. But I wish the state will give him a state barrier here at the forecourt of Parliament for the people of Ghana to come and mourn him. And I bet you, the streets of Accra will be full. I went to the gym today and everybody was playing that Lumba songs. You move all the parties of Accra, people are playing that Lumba songs. People are weeping from Ghana to Germany. And people are weeping from Bolga to Accra. Some people who never wept for their family members wept when they heard that Lumba died. And it's not because they knew him physically. Not many people even met him, but the fact that he brought joy to the hearts of many people in Ghana. Mr. Speaker, Lumba brought joy through music. We are doing politics. I believe we shall also bring joy through politics. But for Lumba, he has done his part. He's a great man, and we should not forget of Daddy Lumba. Lumba incarnate will come one day, but I dare to say that he may arguably be the greatest Ghanaian musician to walk on the streets of Accra and to walk on the streets of Ghana. I thank you, Mr.
People together across age groups, political divide, and ethnic lines. Whether at family gatherings, weddings, political events, national celebrations, his music played in the background, evoking nostalgic joy, reflection, and a deep sense of emotions. Through his art, he managed to build bridges and foster the sense of national pride. Many young musicians today cite Daddy Lumba as their greatest influence and inspirations. He opened doors for future generations of high-life artists, mentoring some directly and indirectly, and shaping the industry through the standards that he set.
Daddy Lumba, Abwa Magana Din Apeja Bibri. I believe and I know that Daddy Lumba has actually made Ghana I would say, a hub, a musical hub, where a lot of Ghanaians do connect.
As I say, the learned Attorney General, Emremuno, Senka, Yefre BB, Nolly Prosecutor. So be a bonnet. Next Attorney General, a year prosecution. Anka oye Nolly Prosecutor na or Philea. Obia Musano Binkum, Obia Musano Metim, Obia Musano Macau. Now, what the Attorney General here, Nolly Prosecutor, and oye press conference about on say. In the interest of transparency, so person Niama Muda Hopi or person church. Now, a dientia or ye Nolly Prosecutor. Na niema ochretire mu no na ma yehunu se ene na esese yesu yebusa no sembi ema nya ensem bebree eyi ano esanse opese oye transparent here ene omai asem no mu ye ne kipa nyina enhu na yehu se asem no sei neti na ogas waye Nolly Prosecutor no enter area ye di kan mai mu no esese ye ma
personnel who perform these duties, I'm referring to my police personnel, are available. However, there are no residential facilities to accommodate the personnel or a barracks. Most personnel live in individual rented accommodation. Some stay very far away from their workstations, and this undermines the general conduct of the personnel. I therefore would like to appeal to the regional minister. I know you are working hard towards that, and I call on the municipal chief executive to join force with you to solicit funds to complete the new building marked as the Western Regional Police Headquarters and also the attached quarters.
Quite long, we invited AESL, which are consultants to the project that you mentioned, the Western North Regional Police Headquarters. They indicated to us that they've made some payments to the contractor, and very soon, you'll see them on site to complete that project. I cannot sit down without reiterating my commitment to support the security services in this Western North region to efficiently enhance security and ensure that lives and properties are protected.
Boko nsensama ekoso epia ba form ano a say mu bi etrasidin na yes emfa ho a sabi na ye no ma na ni yi eto so bi o so ore atuo ani ne ma wo galamsey site ya kan wasoma kan yenya no puma sibre no bobo ba yi na abobo ano se nyama ekoso oboko no enya nika me no ka say customs and immigration mu nyina adwane afuro e di border na wo boko no ato adampan ya ni bokina ehye so no so nipa bonfo bi afiri wo e ba be wura Ghana eho ayhwe odi ano to nchen a sa entokwa ya amani pa mi no wu kumase ba ko wu ogo so ba ko wu na Northern region school na no kwa metisa shama so eho astate ebuso fo tibe jano na ina ese emfa ho na ade so abobo eti message before say so wo mutime ni a wo consider naka ewu abituma ka ho bi wo mo hwe nanim na ho brase ni bibia na ko mo famwa na yani aye kopre no yenya cream of the cream of leaders me kobi me sure say this for so wo mo dem do a press conference na maka ho ase obi ade e ba be ka ho ase na hye o man ya bre partisanship and leadership paralysis no cause more harm to this country than good. Everybody say you na sorry waka na obi a oso oba bi do man ni ye nya ya interrogate no ya re say ampa obetumi nka bo maba onye obi a oyenyi mu onye obi a bisabio sikape na edi na nim kan yan consider sa na ma wo nya ne re obi a all the discipline to lead obi a oya oska but we need the discipline to lead obi so wa or preso be di o man nim but we fear na braba we need the discipline. We want people the caliber of leadership who more adwuma no discipline and the bebo ama Ghana fa ntuma pefra abuso for me say mo mre no en sa kakra we and am dey tuma nim say mo ama Ghana fo nyina anti na yenhwe anamo a enya mama bobo so yi nyina ka bom say the adwuma wa.
Then give the floor to Honorable Adelaide Ntim. You have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity to speak on a matter of deep national grief. The passing of one Ghanaian most iconic and influential musician, Charles Kwadwo Fosu, widely known as Daddy Lumba. Mr. Speaker, Daddy Lumba was born from Insuta, Ekuo, in the Central District, representing the Insuta Kwamai Biposo constituency of the Ashanti region. His musical journey began modestly, starting with the participation in school and church choirs. It later took him to Germany, where he teamed up with Nana Echampong to release the groundbreaking track Yayaka Aquentium, a song that launched a career lasting over 3 decades. Mr. Speaker, Daddy Lumba was more than a singer. He was a cultural icon. His music spanned generations, touching on themes of love, life, hardship, and celebration. He voiced the everyday experiences of Ghanaians, becoming a household name across the country and beyond. Mr. Speaker, his contributions to Ghanaian music industry are invaluable. He was a pioneer of high life and hip life genres, mentoring many prominent artists. His sound evolved, yet his authenticity always remained intact. Mr. Speaker, On behalf of the grief and people of Insuta Kwamai, Biposu constituency, the entire Central District, and especially the paramount chief of the Insuta traditional area, Nana Asamoah Jemfi Setre II, I call upon this House and the nation to mourn with us. Mr. Speaker, Ghana has lost a legend, but his legacy endures. I humbly appeal to the Honorable House and the government to consider awarding national honors, including a state-assisted funeral, and establishing initiatives to preserve and promote his musical legacy. Mr. Speaker, as we mourn, we also celebrate a life that touched millions. Let us remember Charles Kojo Fosu, not just with tears, but with pride for the gift he was to our nation. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Demi Fedrie Kojo. I am grateful, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. Thank you.
And we have decided to give the school a temporary break so that we'll go back to our various homes, to our families. So the school is going to be on break, a temporary break for you to join your parents. And at the right time, management will communicate back to you. We are most concerned about the final year students who have just about a week to start their exams. When the break is given, we'll first and foremost call the final year students back. Then it will be followed with the Form 2s and then the Form 1s who are here. And I think that is the best decision for now. If all of us should return back to our parents, we can put their hearts and minds at rest. But if we continue to keep all of you here, the number of calls your parents will be calling to find out what is happening. We want to assure your parents that all of you are safe. And we'll make sure that we create a safe passage for all of you to get back home safely. Those who cannot go when the break is given, special arrangements will be made for you to remain with security provided for you as well. Thank you.
In this case, Honorable Amase, Lawyer Umedu, Kwame Asumedu, Daniel Nyami, Wofa Appiah. And we gave them these names to go into the constituency, in the villages, in the towns, to throw out these names, to come back and report to us who the suitable person could be. And to cut a long story short, when it came, the party...
It is my profound honor and privilege as Acting Chief Justice and Chairperson. It is my profound honor and privilege as Acting Chief Justice and Chairperson of the General Legal Council to stand before you on this significant occasion. That is official handing over of this parcel of land at Edum, Kumasi, for the construction of an ultra-modern facility that will serve as the Kumasi campus of the Ghana School of Law. For decades, the Kumasi campus has served as a branch of the Ghana School of Law at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. With this handover, we embark on an exciting journey, one that will culminate in a permanent, purpose-built campus. This campus will provide the next generation of lawyers with greater opportunities for practical learning, keeping them close to the courts where justice is administered. It is a milestone not only for Kumasi and Ashanti region, but for Ghana as a whole, ensuring that professional legal education remains accessible and relevant across our regions. This campus will not be just a building of brick and mortar. It represents our collective aspirations for a Ghana governed by the rule of law, a Ghana where the pursuit of justice is both a right and a responsibility. It will be a place where future lawyers are not only trained in the law, but also imbued with the values of the integrity, service, and community leadership. Let me take this moment to call on the stakeholders, faculty, the bar, the bench, public and private sector partners, and their broader legal fraternity to rally together for the full realization of this project. The success of this new campus
law stands as a premier institution that is dedicated in producing highly skilled and ethical legal professionals who form the backbone of our judicial system. The establishment of this state-of-the-art facility here, or campus, will significantly enhance the learning experience, providing students a cutting-edge resource, modern classroom, and also advanced research facility to excel in their academic pursuits.
About this year, the moment about Kessben television so and you and a brother. July because I was submitted there to so eduno enkron e wa fimpi minu ne eduno no mu do brother na no nwotwe ebosi ya na wonim se ye de Adwenkyere medie e na ebre obetimi ahwe o Kessben TV so e multi TV decoder no so ye o DSTV channel 364 Go TV so a 121 o Facebook so a Facebook live o Kessben TV and a Kessben FM dwumedie obetimi a join in na adwene o my Ghana ho me de Kofi Appiah malamia ya na ebom chido ma na enwumre sema ye de ho komo enne enwumre na Che mono ena abansana hene Dr. Kessel atoforsen call brashabe film na Ghana may seek a several de bohome bra afino budget system da fino pay more also come brashabe dum no do to mani muses dia by su ye no sa na call ye ana sakra bi bebem ena e friend mid-year budget review na che mo do to dwa na di hunko bo bre odin komo se Ghana may seek a several gina ye bosia e giye ya na e kai mene ye ye koye debt exchange program no ya sha sia ye tutua ye o che se seed no apike bibia eko kama pa na no ene ikuketo omrashabejo be minority in parliament omonso dia to just say seed na peke na $1 no omoko bank ya manfo nya bi abochi wo ne wo na Owura Mohammed Amin Adam ya okasa ya wona na finance minister and abansa na MPP abreso o say debt exchange program ayeye amene Fitch International Credit Rating no upgrade Ghana safi de sika semo koyie no MPP abanyuko na yeshe pano ene endi samanyuko eje ho ensoma na saranso ene ode etudwa se so hwe aben ya gold board ya NDC abedi sio ya omo ede etus kakoko yo chese o makoton enya dollar bebre ede aba no abai ma Bank of Ghana futwa sika ene omo de ma gold board for na omo de ye se edwane so MPP abreso a na omo bo wo mo ekwede benya bre na the reaction and I said the NPP for so aka ene e de afa media budget review ya Dr. Kessel they call brashabe fimo no ye di ho enso enkomo afi boko crisis to kwa akoso boko ye nam so ma weekend na otwe wie no school for nko da miensa ba ko boko senior high school ba ko mienu so da regu senior high school eminfo bi akokum wo no o mampani ma ama kyerese ye ntimi ntra ho e ma sa de nkoso sa fe de mamprusi ni kusase for ntokwa na beje nsemu na to aso akọ rescue mu ba ye kwada o school mu kura na kuma se school se wo nyina na yato na ne NPP for social centrofo no omo e de atoja se NDC aban no omo na de boko entokwa no eye amanyosem enti ababe duru de aduru ya na e de omo ye no ene ne brom ba ba mu nso no adane eba won so sa we no nsemu a ebenya bre na ye de hon konfa Adwenkyere brain e wo WhatsApp line 0551 599 933 0551 599 933 so na ye ni ho enso nkomo abajafo atrase wo manim djuma enne enwumre ye Dr. Enoch Echampon a lecturer coming from University of Science and Technology Kessben Pomo also ye MPP ni Abapa Sansona Hussein Ibrahim on the spokesperson for the Ashanti Regional Minister and communication team member at the ruling National Democratic Congress NDC Sabanyukui omo ajinkunya ha eno omo edin komo ene enwumre right Hussein Akwaba
Boko na pacho so
You saw where pa.
Oh, the chamada be join mo jaridi afusani die na ko panto bi abako pa.
O microphone. My tonka be na koso aso ye.
Oh, na me adom bibia koso ye kama edikan mechia asanteman na machia mo production team mechia ososo na machia eye Dr. Champon na yeti roti kokoso asase so nana nyankwada me fi regional minister so ye na eba me de nchia kese nchia mu ohwam me de fi regional minister so ye de ma asanteman nyina na ya shemu cry se enoma ye ba mu yeguso a ye no e de eye nsakraye eba sentiment mo hanim sei into regional minister say obi are the youngest to be the youngest nenye say fans keke kwa eye dwumadi sonko a wo ye se na be ya asanteman so puntu ne nkoso bia be koso ya ma asanteman.
Right, talk akaba acha umpo mi die acha show microphone mami. Okay, right.
Christ me fa konyes no machia zamba ha chakra jumene mo amane nti sometimes eduru ba bia na eja ye de ehu asie kakra nti me fa konyes no machia obi bia waje akonwa nyina ohwe na se de ofa da bia me ye no no ga yen ifra chiri chiri na mfiri no ye adanse asokwa me krobi ho ye fra ho adanse aboabo number 2 ho na yenyini ho na ifri enti nya akonya bia ya na ye pese ye chia krom no bia hunu se yefra chiri chiri no da bia meka not because of distance but for conditions ayi mu bia yenyini mo enti no da bia nya akonya ya ye pese ye kan ye de hye nyame ani monyam enti machia obi bia wo hwe na adwure ofa machia wonso
yo doc but that's it right yes say man talk ma me shall say through so
okay
finance officer call parliament na otwetwe mo no try say bibi ekoyie pa o say Ghana's economy was bleeding na isika 7 of say emoji etu no moja so tu ni pa so say nche obewu nti omo pa e no matoto ne mayie ama sese seed no enya hoden pa ya $1 na enya agro ama say Ghana ni e wo hwa onsuro say okofa bibia ba beto $1 be kosoro ama ade ne bo ayeden Sarah so na she pa o maye no debt action program ye no ye card ye dey tutu ka no mo sha say ya omo etua and also nti she ya omo aye na ma inflation bi e ba form but most money central for share ne mo say they can't take credit especially for debt action program Fitch international credit rating upgrade Ghana your credit status no ni nyina fapem na mo to ye no e na omo aba omo ede eji wo ho emarane what can you say
ofana misro we dem da say the minority kind is contestable o de yan kind of cry of I see atforcing okokan media budget review no of a policy ben on mention specifically say over the last 6-7 months omo take over no omo rolling out dey ade
say sikana kakreba no hweso ye de ne ma
ade ne ma policy bay e be no mateso offer what you see that is the hypocrisy
nursing training allowance na kekem omotua
offer you see the hypocrisy I wom what ministers so government machinery March now or present budget no how much was allocated for wages for office of government machinery 2.7 billion predecessor now saying the government in year bloated no was using how much 300 million but what is so but you are using 2.7 billion Ghana cedis. Is it about the numbers and as expenditure? What over?
Both.
What there be so what number so logically say we say expenses back from but obi use more ministers ni expenditure way below niawo what the ministers na any government machinery other state institutions na share office of the president as here also what is one yet we expenditure no is more than 200-300% of the now no who accusing the say of the government in the son. Is it about the numbers and is about the expenditure? 2 of debt restructuring. Ghana hayen kanokre of aban a year debt restructuring. During NPP time, I started debt restructuring locally and internationally. And this is for the year campaign. Say yakati, there's haircuts, you see, and uncle for coupons. I also the more debt restructuring a day of a semi-doka. Now, OJ, CCA, Namakachra will say, of a mijitum say, medoka. Nanso enam se sisi ahokyere wo hontino se medoka 10,000 e wo se mituemu 4,000 sisi a bosome miensa e wo se mitimi tuawi na me no tena se hyehye se mesrew enam se ahokyere wo honti enam next 3 months ni mintimi nya ntinka fakọ next 6-7 months mame se ne be ya me ho be high me na ebeduru ho no metimi anya sika na ma enye sa na debt restructuring net here just postponement of the payment date. Yet, and this is for the year campaign. Kekan sembebri and obaye. Omoye ya no mu take credit. You see, ubisa wo mo say. A dear policy pan na odi atudwa or say fiscal discipline. Fiscal discipline a dear na waye wom. A dear na waye. Ontimi nka ni obeka na say ato economics. Odie ebeduru ndisi ni a obe communicate wa obeti at economics nso nya policy yes policy ni say ehyehyeye we na me de tuudwa omo ka dollar ofa me say meti hui ofa say dollar ba 5 cedis 8 cedis na me ko na menya bia mepe enti ya na me dollar issue no me mfa nye politics. Because me ubetimi ahia say o de kotonioma last month me tu kwan in June me tu kwan me ko na me hia dollars ye ko GCB aye ko pesika ofa ye say dollar ni ho we nye se obi si o me se me say na me flight eye Sunday enumere last Sunday of May ye ko Saturday Friday ewo commercial bank GCB commercial area KNUST campus we nye se obisi o me se mia me se omo ka kire se omunya bi mayen enti se dollar no offer eko 12 11 13 cedis na se wo hia bi na wo kọ na wo nya bi a ene se da 14 cedis na wo kọ na wo benya bi de hen anka wo pe yenya ne practical. You see, the rhetorics no AI too much. Obi a onim obeka say dollar above form. But the reality is that rate no ewo interbank rate officially ewo yet oko banks are wunya bi. They are making omo ka kire say ye pay bia ye ntwe omo be frɛ obi. Bank staff no ono wo kofra abochi ama ne de aba. Oba bank rate na da ho no no nye sa na wo benya no no di bia kan ho bet on paper sa na tie say bank dollar rate ne conform na nsian say importers any exporters the statement ba bonti of asort here say dollar no dey say aba form but mo ko bank so mo ko pe bia omo nya bi and what is the effect say yatinyo of an anya nwanwa say nka demand and supply. I was saying etimi bam more. Send a beya anke bitimi akoso ati aba from. But say na yes say CD no I appreciate it. Yes, me say I want to put on record. Say about 8 CDs, 7 CDs. I like it because you too kind. Yes, say sika de bia ye turn yoma. Enti me penisa. However, so ko in your books say dollar no depreciate ama CD na appreciate. Not the business community no enya currency no fan transacting business and on what is the use of the hard no enti so obehwa business community no, they are crying because say e were 14 cities say the jama mo na say okọ no obenya bia as a business person ope e chen say obetwa to say ene dollar e 12 cedis and I say 13 cedis no obekọ na wonya bie say wo di dwa e na obeti de making ase and I say wo tu kwan now flight are you ready now say wokọ be wo hia sika wo ho na wokọ bank ni ese wonya bia you appreciate the making and me dollar sem ya na me mfa nye politics but the point is that NDC for person or take credit the business community no munim ne ekoso enti sa wo ma me awu na wo se wada e bedu time obi ekone ma me nchen akodidi ene e behwe se obenya aduane adia ofaso ho enti me say Fitch for rating no what was the basis for their rating Fitch for rating no dia no omde yesu sudua
so say economic performance no debt restructuring no I must say no Ghana ejina ye
enti debt restructuring ha na ye
MPP na ye
enti omo credit no person mu taking any say
na how na dey call sa debt crisis no
a cumulative debt of ayen buy no in 2017 I take over no what was our debt stock in 2016 7 January 2017
$122 billion
dollars or cedis ye free abem na say
700 and
you see the dishonesty in this say offer ye kotua international community now do we pay them in cedis
in dollars
so our debt is calculated in dollars but for convenience sake because of exchange rate in intino send this if no calculate o mo ka o mo bottle ha no maka cedis o mo kan PPD no so maka cedis because ko akotua US for car and China for car we betua in cedis you pay in dollars. So let's look at the nominal figures. Who free hono our debt stock in terms of dollars na say ba 2025 January no and also na debt stock no say
in dollar terms now.
Yes, because who go tua o kana ungo tua ni cedis
but in that case so dollar no so we free mo na ye fa say 4 cedis 20 pesos and I also they call 14.7 inti
of omo be fa no 2009 na say
1.2
and to look at the percentage in nominal terms. You see, this is economics, so it is not propaganda. What I say, until you say, person will share with debt exchange now. She say, me be fire no. Na say, me fra be no so no say, and I me de can ho. And now me di ja omo so buy and say no me de be can ho. What I say, but ya debt restructuring amount. Oh high my kind of platform we so that's offer. Say Fitch for ni IMF for ni nyina catch we say you are performing. Don't sing praises for yourself. Unim the India. They are telling you say now you have the capacity to borrow more. And they are luring you into the bond market to go and borrow.
Now
yes,
sir.
Of course. You see, I was seeing nyina yet say enikwa say always ye twen Emma will be free baby na be catch we say ho high and I will numakum into sebi ye can say offer to the nedi tonamwe. What I say, do we have to wait for Fish to come and tell us say we now have the capacity? That is where the problem is because obi debt restructuring na say wo as a buy wo ba be take you over. Give credit where credit is due.
Okay.
Now obi an say okay, dia me betu ye ni die wey. Isn't it interesting so offer? Senior man baby o na nya. Then they are quick to point fingers at NPP say we na ne omanyi ni ye. But where they omu feel say omu ye ni ye oma betu omu nya so mfaso no de, they don't want to give credit to them. Isn't it hypocritical? So obey sir. And your family me say omo kasai bia I wish say omo betinya list say ye buy an policy way and e dey ato ho assessment, this is the impact of the policy. But don't just go through and say, at the end of the year, cases should be as a way na my right. Ma on me can't economics waha. On policy crow my right. On my introduce any it impact.
It Kachampo doc with our CP. One of their policies gold board. The second round here so. Who's it? Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam, on which they say be a more Kebiano. Foundation will lay, and then I swap. You shouldn't take the credit for it. Okay, say.
All right, Daddy, me that say near Konya was there, mommy. In fact, mate master Konya Kakra. Or say NDC. Ye buy a or share a office of the government machinery. Or see a designer call. Or for which my boy me. No, me say me time amount of money or say the call office of the government machinery. And I will say one more time no say no more the call. You see, me mostly ana make asa with fact. And I mean control. Offer we kita me year 2024 year. Enye NDC ni na de baye. We MPP for na nkasa. We office of the government machinery. We table 1.5 appropriation bill, summary of expenditures by sub-program, economic items and funding. Okay, well, in your say, of total amount I call office of the government machinery. Never time any dates in the mommy. Send a call. Total amount was here.
Okay. Column there was here. Total grand total.
Yeah, grand total, yes.
2,077,827,164.
It's in the figures on your free info. We offer her document answer. Person her document. Me mean transfer. On the figures ni free offer her. Where they
1.5 appropriation bill, summary of expenditure by sub-program, economic items and funding, office of government machinery, year 2024. Right.
What I say? And see, me mean transfer into figures. Maybe I'll here and a circle here will be. We are message sending with is right there. The amount. Offer. Also say your public debt no. NDC your public debt. In fact, there's also now to say it was 122 billion rebased to 120 billion cedis. On for public debt no it cost 726 billion cedis. Over. And of all the difference na wo mu no. Na PP no be fa dey for 120. E dey cost 726. Now who debate something on economy. I didn't know also cover something we cross adeba. Offer the American not say. And na ye buy ye no. And niema ya ni bi a media review budget ne capture any say. And there's 726 billion no. E so at about 613 billion. Offer meboa
because of exchange rate.
Exchange rate ni ntira. Enti exchange rate na na o ka say emfa hwe ma ye no etime abo my public debt no so ayeden eso ate eno no offer yenya 113 billion cedis cut a year free mu offer okay enkofo MPP for abrea MPP for IMF 2024 unim say target IMF for mu set ye no mantimi anyeden amiti only 2 pay unim adekro GDP growth and international reserves. And then me no ka say MPP before card mu say time of the inflation equal soro GDP ratio equal 104 no omo ka kire IMF document mu say omo benya 45% 2034 eso beti from 104 no about 34% 45% 2034 offer NDC e ba ye no eni me dey gu akwaminti no 2034 now to year. A swat about 43%. When a chosen pa, you're at to forcing or yeah, you may ye. Offer. You know what? Me, as I'm committee my catching before they say. Same people before you are so more Casacha Ghana for me, moon say a chopper and also Pagana for a chow. Offer ye near inflation. Because of inflation 2022 offer.
yet Ghana ha MPP for the Ghana for 850,000 and you don't call yemu according to World Bank report of Asma make ameboa of any okrum. And the inflation number saying 13% from 23% to 13%, which is a rat to force in all year Juma. Offer inflation here, okay, multi-dimensional report. I buy 2024 year. Also 7 million Ghana for and now moko oyem multi-dimensionally. Ninyina because of your economic mismanagement. Offer your opposition near Kessben champion before. Yesterday, cut down the expenditure. Offer now time to cut down some no. Mon cut down expenditure. And near do onuma mu use ya esu ni faso. And near do onuma mo chicha Ghana sika because offer. O share expenditure. You will be your friend discretion expenditure. And you want non-discretion expenditure. The discretion expenditure, the president debate maker say, oh, to say Ramahama. Also, the mammoth ministers so discretion. Also, there be more a friend say me appointees are more useful fuel. Me person me then me through honum air discretion. Also, there be DSTV. Bosumi be an abayutiano. Me yera John Dramani mama me here for a discretion. Osi me for Ghana sika enko rent private jet ebe koso $19,000 per hour. Within just 8 months, a cost of 62 million cedis, 620 billion cedis, a discretion. Any Ramama I the Aisa money in a floor. But the non-discretion one, say Ubetuya Oka. You cannot do away with it. You will definitely service your debt. But Mukurano offer. Abamba time Muka say yent mean to Yaka. Almost yent mean to Yaka. Even you're a champion time near the yentia. But when Mukra, almost yent mean to Yaka. You wait to your my break. Yes, yent mean to ya. Amma, you're locking with Eurobond market offer. Yes, Muntimi ko Eurobond market. You're a comfort me ko ho. A compare $750 million. Somewhere 2007, 2008. And this year, Baho, Yakoho, Omuchimayan, Munkwam Baye, Muduwa Yukain, and a Mako Penko from my dog Kwaya to one to Area, Kenoforata Mo Chapa to the Bia Honanamoko, the Bia Honanamoka, a Mako Bobusiama Ghana, ya lucky say, hey, a come up boy, Muntimin to and some first can be a mamubu. Granted, and Omokobo was Siana, kind of minimum, and Onkoya death exchange, and a feed Chichi can cry a crana or any imaginer. And I'm so by when you're home, we won't take credit. Offer ya umi bipa. Okay. And I'm some make us about what you say. To us sobra. And offer ye buy ye. And then me say GDR this multilateral institutions I do amokano. Omonya ewo ye ra NDC. Ye ra John Mahama. Any ra to force mu ne bin sida. Unte say me phone na ka say ye ra to force in fact. What bohu modern my say recover near man tente munti ye offer I me phone back as something yeah but yes omoka say because omoka no omoka say because omo say yewra eye ato forcing oba ye no ampa me no ka say wo hwe Eurobond market wono ma ye tua $700 million offer me boa media review budget wo mu ye tua $700 million bond holders ye ba ye no ye tua 9.8 what billion amount. And then Minuka Senyami July to December this year. I was here to meet you at 10 billion. That's how the mom count. Offer, yes, I need money in to when you did you. And to offer Sauna Minu no call a Nasa Mihuni say, Gidio Muntino, semi Jabi Biamu Dimawa, Oba Buama Bibia Kosuya, some me jamo the amount. It's mono because of more economics mismanagement in tea. And a mass honey money in a day, a buyer. Into no money Gidio Mumu. And ne omanya gidi ewo yera John Dramani mama ban mu say Ramahama ban ene aban obeti mai den aboa offer me no kase enema so atete enema bi eso atete se wenu se bi me no de bia me kasa me kan in such a way say me ma me ne papa mo fo mo be hu se enema so ye den tete nkakra eno mo akaza so nim sa asema me kan no so no eye no kre offer enema bebre ho no ma na me na me tobi pa of me obi am pe konkonte pa abetie. Okay. Me favorite food pie abetie. That's right. Nti de bia boko asafu youngsters. Now baba na me tuo na me twimoko. I see. Yes. Offer MPP time. Yes, boss na munshia me honum. Every Saturday me wo MPP time say me ko ho say me kwa kodi abetie a. Me to abetie 35 cedis, 40 cedis. Ansana mami.
Yeah, no, yam so.
Last week.
I know yam so.
Offer anyam yam so. Kitu bi. Last week me call honum. And I'm see one twa 30 cedis mami. One twa am say your doors want so aden. And was oh, a year conconte bottle are no ton 1,002 no. And there's what say abaye 950 cedis. Enti no mo tete so kakra. Asema me ka obi onu so di abeti ani bi. Enim say ampa enema so te. Abro bag na e 1,004 no offer enne e so te. Ama ndem no me ka kire
abro dey season now.
Yes, ama me ka kire won na se bi omo so ton nyema no so say. In fact, omo hu ne say ya yere ho aye nyema ma nyema boy den e ba form. Enti omo so ntimi nya den embo na omo tete nyema so nya den embo aye. Offer gare lonka na e say 45 cedis, 50 cedis baby. And the gare lonka e say ubenya 40 cedis, maybe 38 cedis.
Right.
Offer me no kasa sisi yi ope abe pentra bana 50 cedis and so at about 35 cedis. What is your offer? Offer season, offer me no ka iron rods 16 mm. Na a ton me kan 20 somewhere 2016. Na me offer bi si ni fie e wo santase bebu kwano so baby. Na me hwe so de ma no. Me kwa koto iron rods offer na unim ska na me to a tons per ton 16 mm no. Na me ton 2,700 Ghana cedis. Offer madam for be ye ne papa dan ho adwuma wa asafo ya. Asafo ya last week. And of frame say me nkoja ne nkotobi. Ye ko se kwa koto no. And na papa na oton iron rods no say iron rods the market so pa o because Abraham MPP was near 9,400 9,500 and about 7,500 Ghana cedis. Madam for no timi to iron rods no enya sesa ne bi ma na kae. POP cement. Okay. Of our POP cement as 20 year.
Okay.
115 about what? 95.
Okay.
Of our menuka say clinker our cement. And then the max cement in the walk through. And the roads and highways minister Babontia Bekache and say, or more cement, no moon try more best on better or better them wire. Let's see, and name is son. What the TV presents any general woman. Right.
Doc, what's in the MS, sir? And never buffer. I'll be tear crab or buffer. What can I say?
We see I say Messerio. I feel the Drew Abetier.
Said the auto
policy. I say Drew say one can policy or mobile my year. For which reason they should claim we say or mona yet near whatever ye. I say Drew Abetier. Any abelunka. Na ni refi and I will draw attention no say a season. You season bia ne nioma. Sisi a offer body boy say. You don't do politics with some of these things and claim credit because a season. Sisi a body boy de pa body betting back we say. Na no so be kan say ono na amana boy de na. Please enko for 80 year no ne ya no mo hwe ye no. Empenimfo a omnimo de nti some of these things no ya na antics no ya ye manemra form or can be about a bro who say na if na to a bro because of me farmer me yen impreku nti me to feed
okay
a bro na me awenye you see ya na me pese me use me ame ho nti ka on kire me baabi kura asa eburu na o keka na nka o kire nyame adoma me nkotobi nkofa
we
can obi anti baabi kura o ton wa buru sa prices no na obi anko ho nkotobi me pese wo kan wa hasisi ye na nyambo okina me fasika ko faka kia ko lodu bi de ko farm ekoye feed e ma me moa no isi mesrew enye bibia na obetena TV so a e wo se wo ka osaka bibi se sisi bondholders sika omutua ana ofa meboa o say euro bond any European market external we creditors ya starting tua about $700 million or so. That is his quotation if I got him right. Offer, does he understand what maturity is? Yakoye debt exchange program ama period time na so because I was say payment no ostaga time na so what could I see telling us say after the exchange debt exchange program na yakoye yen some people we need election we yank intuana also warania kwa ba ontimi mo policy bia o ofa ontimi mo policy bia o eno warania na afi de wode akoduru konkonta ukodi ni wo baabi se abrade ya konkonta ukodi ni wo baabi se MPP time na konkonte ne boardene ena sese wo mo baaye no ofa sese wo mo baaye me ba ho ofa me ba ho o mo baaye hwan na adu abanche amana se banche konkonte na banche ne de bisane se o mo baaye banche be na omudu ya abo ayatu ede aye sa konkonte na o kan ofa onim se iron rods eye season eduru nsuto bra construction work kofom so iron rods yete so ana onim. You see, these are some of the things I'm messing no. So when you go and find out, uko baby me person me bo company bi edimba, baby omo ton iron rods be o kumasi pa ahensan. India for bi company bi o me person me bo ni din. Me tobi. Sometimes some of us intentional obetimi atwen eduru June, July, August, September na ensuo to na construction work ekofom no. Ukoto iron rods automatically prices never form. But eduru drying season, construction work ekosoro na iron rods ne prices eshuti. So when you want find it out, so you shouldn't take credit. Season June, July, August, yeah, you will mean. It's your start to say to construction koso. Into iron rods prices come from. You have no role to play.
But I say, Ose kokonte udia bancha.
Oka Edika was say aburo me chere de donko race course. Ma chere wa aburo race course. Okay. Again was say banche.
We dem me
wia o de o so pa me am no be shop be. Me see me no be shop.
Bobo no obi anti
me no be shop wo. Me metena anya advert. Okay. Shops be na wo. The last time betena mo sister station ebo shop bi obet ma konya ade anobofo what enya ade a nti wutimi ma me nya ade a
ofajai obwa
ethics ni sa na ma no
okay
what you so far
right
again o say banche ye buy
ya moy
ade tra ofa onim say your busumi si abanche wo ho hwe me na me free akurase o wusu free akurase ba wo kura onim say your banche bi e friend busumi si ya
okay
ye ba mu how many months 7 months it say kasi ye dua banche kura na ke benya busumi si abanche nke benya busumi si abanche ofa ohun say iron rods price no is being influenced by so many factors. Number 1, make me catch and say global price eka hu bi what you say. 2, cost of production what you say eka hu bi exchange rates eka hu bi. These are the factors I drive the cost of or the price of iron rods. This all but try say now ka say
but say incidentally cement na a crack clinker at the way no and all the omonte so
and na roads and highways minister Babontin
iron rods no ba form no
yes
na cement no so ba form but iron rods na ye ne ha
yes
and no ba form
yes
and na cement na ye the dollar na crown dollar na ba form still they are holding on to the old
yes offer also me try the cost of production if na iron rods they omu here electricity
me bo electricity bo ma for
what me try oh me try wa dey bi me try wa dey oh me try dey enti akokodu 9500 and na make one sem say na 2700 your time but mo buy nam say nema bo cost ro no and akokodu 9500 enti na make I think say one enti ma say what you say enti me srew ani die mu so Ghana ni a wotie mi ankasa nim say nema so te offer me no ka say woko down ho a woko fom ho woko dwamu a ye ma me nim say nema bebre so ye den ete woko TikTok obo say ma me nim ya papa nim no mu ye video me koto we ya tete so we offer ohun bi enti MPP for unim ade ba kwa me ya ne say MPP for ko position kon no mu say wo say ye nema pa de ma Ghana fo say unim za say MPP eko opposition a eno mu say wo say ye nema na reflect Ghana ni no form no botomu but so mu aba mu dia omu nim say wo say wo ya de man reflect Ghana ni no form botom ene ni problem me ni omode wo eti me srew ye ba ye enema so tete businessmen for him say guta for May last year guta president Baba Motinka say 20% of omo capital omo do business mu atiko because of MPP amamu boni iti Minu kase offer just July Guta president something obeying. Waba bonti aba be governor of Bank of Ghana baso aboyera John Dramani Mama baso. Say economy na ba form kakra. Dollar na ba form maybe offer.
Banana problem.
What you say? Yes. And then Minu kase we are putting in place measures. Our finance minister, governor of Bank of Ghana share omo. Achiro mo kwanya offer so aya manaboa amasa omo ha no so ya mitigate ama omo. So you don't even know this. Even put a for grandpa about them boy abaso.
But I say abusiafo adwenkyere media na guso here on Kessben television. So sabe no nkra ba pans mama you know. I'm here the first batch of messages na you move on. Ye be chance if you sin so near here gold board and in somewhere no so minority no ekafa ho. We be watching from Atwoman Rebehin. The Boko conflict shouldn't be politicized else we can't have lasting solution to it. Greetings Lawyer Justin Kudia from Pong and Honorable Michael Amwa Ewuku. Right. Good evening, Wafa. The media didn't help us at all because no media came to Mamprusi. Said, my name is Mohammed from Boko. Mamprusi. Yemra oh. Your reporter the vessel will be ano. Oh yes, what why? Good evening, Wafa. Let's remind President Mahama that the security of the nation is more important than the low inflation and cedi dollar issue. The people in Boko and Ise Barros are dying like flies, and he's not bothered. He made a promise to the people of Boko that when he becomes president, there will be absolute peace in Boko. He will be described as failed president if by the end of this month, Boko does not see peace. Almost 98% of the Boko SS students are relocated to different schools. There's no peace in Zongo communities in Ghana now. It's very sad. Nana Amwako from Eshia. Of what triggered Boko conflict? If you are a leader and you peddle falsehood allegation to Boko people that a certain political party was distributing ammunitions to other factions, which was palpable lie, a big shame to Mahama Ayarga Ula from Agona. Good evening, Mr. Host. Please, the police have frustrated the motor rider in Kumasi. Why are not in backup? The regional minister should come again, please, from Ata Udru. Sokobai. I mean, two message na see motor riders now. Said there was a specific instruction about them which might want to me here. Hello, good evening. I'm watching you from Senegal, Casamance, LA Kane. And my name is John Ato Asan. In fact, when I hear NPP taking credit for themselves, I could see that they are not serious. So they should shut up and watch the game when it comes to propaganda and hypocrisy. They are best in times when they are talking. It looks as if they are like heaven angels. Those NPP man cannot tell us that during their tenure, is than never. Anyway, good evening from Joe Apekuke and Sidomia Brad. The lecture on your show is misleading the public. At GCB Bank, it's not possible and the system will not allow a manager to buy dollars from the black market for a customer. It's not something they do in public. It's not something that you go there and the manager will say, "Me $2 komobi." It's something that happens behind the scene. And I know Governor of Bank of Ghana can say, "Oma releasing enough dollars at the Ama banks no." Until they don't know the reason why importers so omokoa omunyebi. These are some of the speculations. Say a day into $1 no, Bank of Ghana releases the core banks. But the core bank will be new about buchi what they are. You get it. That's the problem. It's not say the I am rase ultimatum will be. Ghana say legality business. We are say baby yana ibumu pa. Good evening, Wafa. Said countryman have watching ya. Day by day, it's becoming clear that the NPP made a lot of sacrifices, which gave the skillnet ADC government a lot of leverage to claim they are performing. Gold reserves of more than 30 tons, 30% reduction in salary for the executive, debt restructuring that is bringing debt relief of 95 million euro, and more to come. Clearly, their propaganda is failing, and the NPP is already being vindicated. We are coming back soonest. Okay. Mr. Host, President Mahama promised we people of Asin North during 2024 election that he will give the Achekwe ministerial appointment, and he delivered, and he has delivered his promise. James Asin from Asin Breku, right? Okay, I think I got that correct. Good evening. NPP is better than NDC. Tell the NDC man to stop telling lies. Teresa from Obuase. Good evening, Wafa. Me Pawacho Bisabo Frano say Pepsodent toothpaste boy is saying he can compare to last year price and see. Yao Sise for Gambia. Why near Bofrano? Good enough. At the NDC has every reason to take credit for the current state of the economy, regardless of whether NPP laid the groundwork. Is their turn in office now. Naturally, they won't acknowledge NPP's contribution while they hold power. So, Doctor, this shouldn't come as a surprise. Let's be patient and see the real outcome of their performance next year. For now, Hussein is boasting, but I am hotel adequate from Techimai. OPK Petrol voices go so. Keep your message short, else I can't read all. What make sure message? Yeah, it is ultra thesis. No, OPK. I think it's very, very bad on the part of you. I think this one cried the mean to me because some are watching. No, most of them are not part of what we are discussing tonight. Okay, Master Planner Junior, Kintampo, policy analyst, Hussein and his NDC are still communicating like they are in opposition. Kasasa, this is time for delivery and not talking. The storytelling is too much. Tell us your policies, and you are talking about Adwenkyere and iron rods. There is no any 6 months cassava. The latest maturity year for please, people should stop this thing. The least maturity year for cassava breed is 1 year at least. Also no cassava. Hussein is a fantastic orator whose communication prowess is unmatched. He's one of the NDC communicators you can listen to all day without getting tired. I am called Omaihene from Wasel Kropong. Greetings, Ofa. Okay. Ofa, the NDC guy is making commentary loud fast. My regards to Dr. Champion from Joe of Gos. So, I tell the doctor, even in governance and economics, if I tell the doctor, even in governance and economics, doing nothing is a policy. In governance, and in governance and in economics, doing nothing is a policy. And I person okay, Joe Abuasi that way free a buyer. Of a good evening, my NDC people, we can't represent. We call it bumper harvest. Abetiese saying, all because Banchi say na abade. The opposite of Tron, also tree, no say new beyond it, which opposite to tree, but trees do name try, what round to mean Kenny. Good evening, please. I'm James from Adansia Square. Tell the end this man to tell we Adansia Fair from Kumasi to Asqua, new at Biasilor Fair now. Okay, just young compares, an episode 3. A champion cow electric as a total station. Things are getting worse under this government. Now, petrol price has been increased under 1 cedi per liter. This means if you buy a gallon of fuel, 4 cedis 50% has been added to it. Now, building materials is appreciated by 30%. Also, food is very high to buy. Food is now selling from 30 cedis. If you want to satisfy well, so NDC man must speak the truth. Regards to Chairman Wofa Kofi Appiah. Okay. I can't last one week. Now, I'm gold board and some no. Good evening, good evening. When will MPP stop this? Their policy. Mode ne policy sa na mode we poto. Mwankasa policy papa ben and a mode baye. If you had instituted a very good policy, Ghanaians wouldn't have disappointed in you. That woeful election results. Tinaho na your policy. True citizen from Kumasi and also the other by right. So you can also keep your messages coming. There are many. You bring them to me kind of the Yamawa. That will swash him. Right, here gold board and then Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam Kasano Kasafa home say Abaya Sema Pomo Kapa said the gold board at Dauruma or some fee or motor gold no co na or the dollar ba I may say your international forest reserve no a costro. I mean you be so it do support to banks no. Na Dr. Mohammed Amin and say MPP abreso no na NDC bomb kwedu say omo printiska na budget scale say bank has which are more than $200 million for they call gold board as well no abaya nye sika ama gold board for it is abaya ne say o ma Bank of Ghana for printiska na de ma omo yentie de oka ho no na ini ehon kom kakra. Let's listen Dr. Mohammed Amin Anta.
So the current risks in the economy by the actions of the minister and is not prepared to follow the complacent path taken by the finance minister. This is why they haven't brought their rate down. They are currently having an MPC meeting, and we hope that they will use that opportunity to align monetary policy with fiscal policy. In fact, even with all the noise they made about the gold board, including pushing the gold board bill through a certificate of urgency, as I said earlier, the minister has not released a cent out of the $279 million that he allocated as revolving fund for the gold board. Currently, the Bank of Ghana has been pre-financing the gold purchases. And this is a clear case of monetary financing. This is monetary financing. The IMF program frowns on monetary financing. Printing money, monetary financing of the government. And under the IMF program, the Ministry of Finance and the Bank of Ghana signed an MOU that the Bank of Ghana will not fund the government any longer. Yet, the Bank of Ghana is incurring a huge cost in funding the
Dr. Mohammed Amin Anta ena otene nka oche se MPP abreso se de na omobo nkwa so on printed CDs on printed CD no I say IMF hye o mabemu no wontimi nka se ho akere okọ Bank of Ghana ha omutwa sika ma o na so aban sika o se o de ma gold board for no anya amom to ya printed CDs ya de amom and we are normally to go normally sound come running. Hussein, what do you have to say?
Over in fact, what MPP moi Debi ametaka asemize se uyi namraba ene ensema ahudurada sem every politics mo MPP party no ebeda ne konkura ofa yin na e Ghana yenim se enye bone se Bank of Ghana ebe print sika yenim but Bank of Ghana wo mra eda ho friend Bank of Ghana Act ye wo 2016 there no at 918 okay a section 30 now what is say oye governor na be person print sika na say buying person governor print sika says sika it shouldn't exceed 5% of the total revenue now onya the previous year no ofanya sa na eka offer or compare say any account with omasem offer 2021 total revenue munya na saying somewhere 56 billion offer omo printy sika over 35 billion 2022 omo printy over 42 billion offer Bank of na Bank of Ghana say broker Bank of Ghana come to the extent so kunya negative equity of 50 of how kind of how kind Bank of Ghana eboka 2023 was 60 billion 60.8 billion offer the evidence are also odeba no offer evidence nimbra I kire say NDC e ba ye no yakwa governor Bank of Ghana akwa print sika exceed total revenue in the previous year and now so say yakwa bobusia bi and as yakwa print sika bi from Bank of Ghana. You see sir enfutro we atwam sir politics we atwam minim be a MPP fo sua sa nem no hwe Honorable Amin Adams Anta. Ono yo be a thing say why one of their nice and the finest economists are. In fact, me penasem yi. But that's why you had no work for name be a say been previous so man for so man no. Offer uti we can send ne NDC ki e ka se print sika. Unim say so print sika krampo na. Na say back 5%. Of Ameboa. Enti den ya se ka se print skebe it will go to Parliament House. And offer budget omu kind budget offer. Ye debate of Parliament House. MP before so omu press conference. You see omu ye press conference omu ni si omu tanta. Ento omu bibi omu no printing. De ye no MP before said de wada a obi abo nya no a obi se wasem. Because omu nko Parliament House onto omu nim de ekoso ho. Omo soro mo na mabontin instead of some Parliament House mo hu niam ekoso no wo na mabontin ti de wo beti na mabontin say ase yesi abie bi so na begina Ghana fo anim no aka kire Ghana fo me wan so no kan no wantimi afa fact wantimi afa bibie kire sampa sika sei ena yakoma Bank of Ghana print de mayen ofa gold board de bon homodin o ena ye omo so munima MP before they should learn something. In fact MP before ni bi mo a omo pe Ghana yie kakra no biti say ura chairman sabunsu mo o see gold board yi eya agenkwa de mo man no enti yen support gold board na mbo na gold board nkoso because ade gold board eya ma Ghana no ehu over and sisi amenu ka say narcotic control for omako seize gold illegal gold worth $1.7 billion million over $1.7 million over says can ekwa hin gold board says can ekwa hin enya Ghana economy na ye Ghana economy yi eti mi say gold board dey there MP before that sorry bia na because of sense and niema gold board dey here dem gold board dey ka so be inject $250 million every week be dey go economy nu omu sa niema na ha omo enti ofa on chere be bia ye print sika no on chere amount of sika e print ye me ma chere omu sika on print 35 42 respectively omu printing in the year 2022 2021 2022 musa breach Bank of Ghana Act okay 2002 section 612 omu breach ye Section 918, 2016.
Right. Let us say.
What you say? And 10 people before the
let us say.
Party with the okay.
You see, Susudia, Udibu Susu, Anwani, Udibu Susu. On say, and some of Mokan when they were in opposition, accusations upon accusations. Just one press conference, on said, and who said now. Akonyano untimintim. Sir. On you're ready because you see, or 4 years to do some of these things. Now, or can be say or say one MPP parliamentarians and co-parliament. So last was it about last week? Say media budget. No, or say one co-parliament. Okay, say. Last week, before last week, Parliament almost sitting or more intimate
because there was no quorum.
NDC voice. MPP voice.
88.
NDC voice.
184.
No more intimate for me quorum for an anchor Parliament. It has happened 3 times. Organa and they are here for an anchor Parliament. Miss Sereno. So can be bisa. I on check it. Records no sene be ya onya bibia a friend cognitive dissonance ni awoka ene ne wadwene mu nyepe but enam se wo pese wo ka bibi ntina wo se wo ka sene be ya ne awoka no ne wo wadwene mu be yepe ofa 2 o se Dr. Amin Andam enim ni awoka na wan provide evidence bia who say what Dr. Amin Andam, member on finance committee in Parliament. Oka say, untimi emma counter argument and evidence bia to the contrary said the okaine nye no correct. The point is, ma print sika na mum print sika. Offer I was he establishes our point he as a ranking member on finance committee in Parliament and now he didn't go there in his own capacity as Muhammad Amin Andam, former finance minister and ranking and a minority caucus will he do my yes our press conference then you come and sit here without any counter evidence. Mi pese mi bisa ma print sika na ma print sika. That should be the first focus. Also we make it say yam printing she then we make progress. But when timi deny so what print sika did you follow due process and are the printing how much has been printed of us what in common as then we are making progress by I say you have the pension defending everything and rubbishing everything from your opponent. Where's answer omo mutie no enrich discourse no enka Muhammad Amin anta bekan ya he in his capacity as former finance minister and as a ranking of finance committee, no, then what provided counter evidence. Say, per Bank of Ghana records, say ni yem printe she. But when Timmy Ankasa, then it means say adianwa print it. So on print ya provide evidence because we can't amount or more printing na me wawanka. No, wait.
No, say budgetary allocation was in dollar terms. And I just say budget no munya says canonty. They print CD for them. From their Togo from the dollar. But he wasn't that specific.
Is it allowed? So person print is pay our monetary loss now Ghana. Is it allowed?
It is not.
So say Okasa, well, you are in government. You are supposed to provide counter evidence. Say you print here. At the time, you see,
okay.
You see, or see a time, what was his position at the time? Consistency is key.
Okay.
Consistency is key. You see, that is why me blame whatever print in our course. I want to know what was your position at the time.
Should I give the position?
No. You see, your position at the time, and even on this program, you've tried so hard to paint whatever action that took place in the past as wrong. Yet, the same vein, you are trying to defend action what condemning in the past. Is it not double standard? You see, let us be consistent. Sadiano, if in your view it was wrong yesterday, it cannot be right today. Inti si ye mfasa anchechere wo man. Se boawo de a you support it. But when it is against you, hey, there be ye mfasa anchechere wo man. So obi ye bi or enra na nye now condemn me ya. Won so aban ye na nya condemn it.
Right, that's it. Saying in 2 minutes I am querying.
You know,
so you condemn
offer. He who alleges
must prove.
When I was say apprentice, I don't say apprentice saying. It's here for the multi yen. Your apprentice saying. Also, a ranking member finance. Or catch it as a ranking member finance room chantro. Ye near him say, Sofo. Or so for no parliament or MPP one. Only ranking member, only foreign affairs. And you want to try and throw say, you do no modibi at the Aba airport. And my airport company throw letter the Babontin say, Omuhum bibiasa.
No, but that controversy is not.
Yes, no. Me channel there so also a ranking member. But me channel say MPP ranking members no. Yenim omu records.
So what you are saying is
and I'm trying to say una wo allergy maybe dem hu bibia say atwa bibia
right
una wo kasi etwa sika enti kasika dodo ye twa me makasika dodo wo twa ye and a comparison asema na mo kan offer and no comparison na me ko na me ka say mo no mu breach Bank of Ghana Act what you say 2002 at 612 mu breach ye mu breach 2016 at 918 mu breach ye section 30 mu breach ye and what some na me ka enti catch me act NDC for a breach. Naka amount of money a breach. My catch was a momucha 35 billion to 42 billion respectively. My chira was anima winina. But what I want to make a fact be a una who allege say ya Jessica say I'm saying amount say you try ya catch me waha. Naka mra ye boost or Ghana and him say see pesa scan. Offer he said for no money no crepa social media also. Obi akọ baby a wotimi hu. And the MPP communication no mo ye communication bi say ya na report be bra no mo ye kire say omo alaji bomia na nkase kase omo communicators ni no mo se kasa no na Ghana fo ni nje ho intra Ghana fo to betia omo say red a black
right
but a black I mean try say a red
okay me that say
what can throw kire mu a usasu ntimi nkire
doc I mean too
o say metwa entro
me can I mean and
no you see
no
you see whatever you have said here, you've created the impression, sir.
No, the whole thing is, ranking member of finance committee, and Abeka. Do we expect say finance minister Abeka say in case he come gold board for? Until then, say, oh, disprove, then Adam will come out and say, other than that, no. After the press conference, we haven't heard the reaction from.
That is why I was offer.
But
that is why I was cautioning. You see, so you see, let me finish. Let me finish. Where we may them. You see,
amount involved may be a
wait.
What he said is,
you see,
according to him, no, was say under the budget 279 million was allocated for gold board, but it's not say abandoning yes, the government has asked the Bank of Ghana to print local currency to pre-finance the established gold board activity.
You see, he is quick to condemn and rubbish whatever he said. That is why I was cautioning him in my previous submission. So you see, what if, say, finance minister at forcing ever be provide a counter statement to what you have said on this platform? Then what go any pan who see enye bibia na we no wait enye bibia na we communicator obi de betudwa of our the way I address the issue. You see enye bibia na de betudwa, you should be quick to condemn or to support. It's an advice, because you see the workers say you are not previewed to any information, yet you have sit on this platform.
Are you privy?
You see, I have not.
So
you see so what I said? Wait. No, I'm not speculating. I told you, sir. You see, or say you're printing. There has not been any counter information to that. Of us out there, make an say. And until I didn't substantiate the account. I say there has not been counter information, evidence to what he has said. And he says, Obama, this counter evidence. Now later you find out, say no, it has happened. What? No, wait. Okasana metia. Once okasa miyedi, masa mekasa. Then you want to come in. But for the sake of our viewers, you be respecting woman. And I expect you to do same. And I am telling you, say, enye bibia. And also you're quick to defend. And you be and also you're quick to just throw it out of place, because you see offer near air crossing in a fair story no M40 and I'm a boy. Ebedru baby. All the facts will be brought to bear.
Right.
I say nanka yebesa baby. Then you play with video ya o can see any in some walking. Now for the fact not to any, because me issues are me fully briefed. I am me quick to condemn.
Right, that's it. Right, that's it. I was for my message. Got crana for him. I'm here. My penny, my masient na ho. Emma bokun tokano enkosoa my fear to the sense school for. You be kun warm. But my note teacher say so. Go on for my penny, mahama. You saw that the boko conflict no. More a year campaign in the run-up to 2024 election. The Bible here and home some quickly. The MP man said the cassava is season. MPP 8 years. Did he see any? Did he reduce it before? Good offer. You guys are good, especially the NDC man. Could see Apatrapa news site. That way, Mr. Host. Greetings to my brother Hussein Ibrahim and my boss Joe Dazi. Obabechai and one the all can. Yes, some more country so okay. Good evening. Please ask the NDC rep, where is the women's banking that President Mohammed Vice President promised from Bright Takwa? Mr. Host, good evening. If you want to know those lie is NDC like the way their leader lie to Bamboy people, Gabi from okay. Good evening. I'm upon from Wokrum Exit. The NDC is trivializing the program. He shouldn't take listeners for granted. He has forgotten that they are in government. He is politically naive. What's the meaning of that? Uncle, please tell the NDC man that I want his number. My name is Ben from Bator in the Volta region. Good evening, Wofa. Thank you for the good work that you are doing. Please, I want the NPP communicator to educate us on the exact policies they implemented for the application of the CD. Is it appreciation or application? What's the application? I think we want to talk about the appreciation of the CD, reduction of food inflation and others. And he must also tell us when they started that policy, that couldn't sustain the free fall of the CD since 2022 to December 2024. Prince, Bogoso, Chapel Square, and all the way a free a buy. Master plan, I think I read your message already. But can I tell Hussein to stop lying on his phone? If he truly knows what he's talking about, Doctor is clearly giving him the facts, and he should take the opportunity to learn and grow in his political journey. That's my humble advice to him. Margaret from Iwiase. Good evening, Chairman. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama secured the following policies and initiatives with just 6 months in power. 70% increase in world price of cocoa to farmers, payment of assemblymen and women allowance, review of teachers' licensure exams, payment of 6 months arrest for nursing and teacher trainees, clearance of capitation grant arrest from 2023 up to date for basic schools, reduction of fuel price from 17 to 10 cedis, abolish betting tax, e-levy, emission tax, etc., persistent provision of nutrition food for SHS, establishment of Ghana Gold Board, stabilization of a city, implementation of free stress, no fee stress policy, implementation of 24-hour economy, payment of arrest of all due road contractors, really, all the road contractors, and the encounter.
My consultation business here.
Wofa, if you bring that NDC man who is, please, that is over the bar. Right. 1979, FIFA told Ghanaian that if you are a leader and can't improve the economy, leave it as you came to find it. We have seen many big men in Ghana, and they are no more. God is watching us. John A. Ade, Abidjan Kwanta. We say also a consultation.
Yes, many Bank of Ghana, board member Bakwaka, many not test CCA. And I'm in a parliament, so more muti and Nimu penny for about many not test CCA. Or say men country me NPP, Nina men country me Adam say, Sikana almost see a printing a papa what. Fly.
You see, he can't sit on this big platform. No. You have said it on platform. Mention Debbie. Asem now can morning train sign. Because if he cannot mention, no, wait. Offer. Debbie Obo Aminanda. Offer Debbie.
Okay, offer
Bank of Ghana. We contacted Bank of Parliament House.
Let us lay down
for evidence.
A party in opposition will make an allegation. It is up to the government to come and say, I said, well, so you know the truth. Okay, say Edward Dominic Ayene, bra Okasano, or say Dr. Comrado for Unibank is no, almost 60%. Go for them say Omuntia 1 cedi kura. Kwaben counter. It Ayene will come back, also provide a bank account or kura, scanner day, Akutum, and the Yenuria. That may say Omuntia is great. Yes, but they say Ayene Babe Kase Ampa. This is what they are paid through this so account. Yes, okay. Then we know who is telling the truth. So what I say, it is I mean that can Yami I don't try betty.
Yes.
Mr. Printiska was me printing. Show we Bank of Ghana records. They can demand it from Parliament and in Parliament, and then we'll look at who is telling the truth.
MP4
they have said it because opposition and this opposition almost can be brave. It's opposition. That is what you. But it's good. It's good that we watch those in power. Said here, could you talk black quanum and watch it? MPP abaspen na na do kwai no mde eche but obi ade constructive
before they constructive
obi ade constructive
so for the wrong
and obi ade constructive but prove no wrong a na am say o chat right yeah you boko yeah we got about 24 minutes to go obampede mama sentimi ntra ho ma boko ntokwa na nyinsa musa da bia na de ade na kro no de ehu e wo se hwe ho asem yeka yitin just 1 minute na into the minority so kafa ho.
Peace. And Your Majesty, there can be no progress without peace. And I wish to commend you for the peace that reigns in Gonjaland. It is my wish that other areas will learn from the peace that Gonja enjoys. So I take this occasion to appeal to our brothers and sisters, Kusasis and Mamprusis, to give peace a chance. We cannot accept this current situation where students are shot in school and killed. We can't accept the current.
Mama said we cannot accept the situation in Boko. Yes, school from Kode. Kuna minority teacher say na who cause some abayano ede campaign. Doc.
You see, penny due manti. Run up to the election. Oman penny mahama and Ujina Hayaka say we cannot accept, and that he is appealing to the Kusasis and the Mamprusis in Boko to give peace chance. Okojina ho in 2024 year campaign there some no kind. Was say anytime NPP we nyamena make count anytime NPP wo power bia na asundwe ni Boko na wo hye wo mo bo se NDC wini a Boko asundwe beba ho chieftaincy issue na ekoso no we penny. You say ahemfu mienu ena ntokwa ni gina omoso. He is on tape, video. Awoka say we cannot have two chiefs. Na he to him, the Kuson chief, and the right chief eho. Now oba he is promising them say ebinumanya region ewo north east. Why can't the Kuson, let me say Kusasi no more traditional, more can Kuson? Can they have their own region? Or can some way you on the campaign? Okoke kasan some way you know she nipe kutupa. All because Dr. Baumia by the tribe or one of the factions ni mu binu mfa say ofrinti. You capitalize on this conflict. And now the year ya no we need power. So because of promises in sama woka yinti, then the people feel say so what bad they are emboldened to the extent say the IGP of this country etimi call home ubinya kukudro to born came. The video was out there. Bullet abo IGP came. Na IGP asa ko gina ha ka kire say osere wo mu njai na obefa wo mu police mu. Then we turn around because I feel at the time na all can say MPP ba power na ba kontokwesi na onim say wo so mu give you peace chance ana we penny anye bibia na wo say wo kan na ofa me de boko entokwa no yemfanto President Mahama so because ne ekosu nyina yensem wo kan during the campaign time and I manifest say but the unfortunate thing is say shootings are indiscriminate shooting and targeting shootings because you offer obia can be a victim and only ade ayenye last week nyina na me won Nalerigu the whole of last week na me ho baby a Nalerigu secondary school no and baby omso omkoba akora bi tu se nipa mienu bi tu hotel ana me dai kwan na twa any school ni ntemti anwumre bia na me kogina school ni entrance eye call na magina ha anyu ade san na mababeda. It could happen to anyone inti ntokwa de offer enya adepa me ade ba ko a eha me ne say see e offer because of Boko conflict Boko nursing training enkwara omo nursing training college afi na o se conduct exams KNUS conduct exams ma omo ya to Boko nursing training mu enkwara na ntimi anwie school also am 3 years no se see enkwara na all this can in Ghana all the nursing training college am conduct KNUS exams every now they are preparing to go and write the licensure exams but Boko fu ntimi ntwere KNUS die na crampo isi one on effect ni binu no se see Boko secondary school or matum na rigu yeso o matum adeɛ baako ha adwene ne sɛ okɔbɔko nursing training na all the tutors are belonging to one of the tribes I mean pese me body omu nyina adwane afiri hɔ woba na regu nursing training na Thursday ya me free hɔ bai all the tutors kyerade o sa school ni mu a free one of the tribes omu nyina adwane because adenti ɛna wɔse yɛte ɔman mu ne yɛma kwan ma saa ne ɔma ne nyina akɔso all because politician bitimi ko gyina simpie so recklessly no aka sansem na to because of a political power or pe vote eba ye watimi akɔ and our over so na commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces wakɔ onko but him putting squarely on his door steps say ade na okoka ye no he should rather apologize to the nation for saying those things during the campaign time. It's a way addition ade ma politicians say enye bibia na o say o ye campaign and say ye politics because etuo straight bullet ni ade na enim say o free ha na say o free ha o enti mesere menuanom omo wo boku say yetu omo fu no mu ntia ebetimi offer enka oman no aso oman offer ye ntimi withdraw police ni security ni nyina free wo
na yenya omo say
adentina offer
kola ne ma nyina no
from maybe 2005 ena mani free mi hu se ntokwa na sa hyase gidigidi 2005 na offer atoa so saa besi saa bre 20 years enti da enkosi da ben na de bia be boboku din a na ye ntokwa ene ye de fa ho emranti a mu productive years awose mu de ye bibi ma mo ho mu de kunkum ho offer say ye betimi de anka me de mi madwene we de nya me party position de mi kan de nya me party position eye mi amadwene se betimi na mabunu no so o mu ma asumdwe ma na politicians ne keka nsem kire wo mo na nu nti no embodin wo mo emo ku omu nua no emo ye we dia enka mesere se wo munyi police fo mfiri ho omunyi security soldiers ni nyina mfiri ho so mo pentokwa yunsi yesu ano se wo kontokwa no ofa ye patawo na wuntia ne ye biem mutime kwa fo wo sa afono na opese wo maame ana papa beba patawo beti wo mfiu
right
na kentokwa no afono wo mo but de ba ko a me di twato no se ofa meko nov afibia meko misua bibi film gonja for president Mahama gonja for omuni sisala for omo wa yonkofa bi a so hia wo omo no mu huru omo a wan hwe ya obeka so omo ko but they will never fight.
Itika omo sunsun bi
dagati for any frafrafo o ma me fancy yenu anum dagati for no frafrafo omu hu a obi ase ne nyonko eye ni slave so ko duro no omu disa agro na fe kwa adenti ena boku de no nko ade da bi agisi ekum nipa
that's it say politicization ena ma entokwai eto ntwada ona me ya adwen
daddy first of all development and peace me hu ne se omumienu nyina enantebo mu
sure e bi asomwie ni ho no mpuntu ntimi ma
ho de bia me kan we na makan Wofa Kofi Appiah ona kan asem
yeah
nti se me hu ne se enuafo ni enuafo e kontokwa kasa. In fact, entokwai me reading history crown somewhere in 1957 you know entokwa neba and I be say about 1986 to 2000 esu try after bond na almost sign you know and esenya na ibio 2005 yes so what you say and this 2005 enyane na esi bio a me mentina anim say nka say bia na sa atam mo ye campaign aban bi ekoka asem bi ena ni ntie bi a omoto obama na obaaye ena one sign to me odi faili ye of said make no tia say there because 2005 na nyen DC na boso enti say MPP NDC no de metimi aka sisi ane say adesrede ana mede to yenuanam kosasifo eni mamprosifo anim say enough is enough. Omunya ntiase. Enua mienu eko a eye wo ho na oba inherit omo property. Enti mesere omo ani di mu. Entokwa na ekoso no. Omo nyire omo ho na omo njai. Na Dr. Champon say yenjai omo ni nyeden na omo nko so omo ntiase emma security forces no emwa. You know, sa issue in a dicey kakra. I was say your innocent souls. Ewo honom. Ena aban so no. Obetena so the constitution ena ye adwuma. Ena aban wasu die. Se obema enkofo no mutimamufo no. Obi anya enabling environment. Omo omuti wonom no peace and security. Bibia ehye aban nsa. Ohwe ye constitution na. Enti eneme no ka say ya deploy soldiers for in fact heavy one pa amiankasa in fact many fika kra ntoka no mihu soldiers for do o mako boko tsese de soldiers for ase akoho no
baba no kai ebo
and yes you know enter me catch you say there is there is no development without peace. Peace nso ya dia e wo sa ban bia ntine e say o peacekeeping na Ghana Sarafo kra no de na nwa no yetimi de Ghana Sarafo de ko amansan ekopasum dwe wo ho
aye ha de
na ye ha de yetimi yusu Sarafo no de I think say no so no yenhwe some of the elements omo asra no mususo na yenhwe na eba say no so na mesre ye wo intelligence bebre wo Ghana anim say ye wo na ibi ye wo yoko ye wo sa omo form aso ntutu form so in fact bibi say ntimi si abra ye ni nkofukuo be mo hihye ase a o mo susu jano susu say dem make out say say the person being politician say obi o ye sofo so ebi o ye obi a you see mo betimi applique some intelligence na o mo susu no mo ayeden mo chi omo a minim say asumdwe beba and in fact many guy bi kasa oboko ono ne papa eye mampurusini
okay
e na ne maame ekosase ni
say Muhammad Yagasa
in fact ono so sa enti na mi bisa me ho say enti yes enti we kura no eyanuafo asem enti mesere wo mo
so he Ghana intermarriage amase nyina e baako
yes
enti I don't see
what is it
ma de ne den sa say
yes
say de esi horo de say asam to we nipa baako a e wo so retaliate
yes also retaliate that is me problem now for only baby ade ba ko esa me yakakra ne say on say na yiri me kai somewhere is it 2024 February mo ho baby e ma aban kra oda so mo nkoche new ya na me new e friend say boko na aba no so and let me try to read something around it na you say wa friends a court e dey warrant be eto so bie no no betimi aka friend who say ni say na ko ba so sa ne ma no mesre eye afane so no mesre omo magana ye mra no endi ani mu kai na emfa sumdwe nya dan embra na minim say going forward the way Ayra John Dramani Mahamani ase abre no say na wo ka say omaba oba try so be ma peace ayeden a prevail no minim say measures odi gu akwa mu so no ebi ho no ma entimi fan to dwa dialogue e koso na maboye roti kokoso so mabona baso na nyankwada in fact roti kokoso asanteman nyankopon edena dum yen Ghana man ewiase bibiri oye ohimpon a se weni wei enya ntokwa na onya frɛ o bakra na usuro enke ohini bia ofrɛ afane sanka obeti se o master te ba hye no but omunya ntiase se o nana o de waka oka yebeti ase na bibia koye ntie beba ena minim se nana nso gumu a ogusu a oyeden o di hu nkomon kakra minim se mesre afano nso omumfa aso ema nana bi ko nana de Solomon pa oninya so wo ne de se nana ka asem na so mutie nso a ebetimi aboa ama peace a prevail because minim se friend is saying asante montemu anim se yewo akuku bebre mo tete anim se so just you mosi for ha yenya Mosi Zongo kura wa ha.
So when say what tribe be
Angunaga Jansen tribe be wa ha nim say. Ofa Angunaga Jansen ha nim say ya. Anguna Fanti New Town. Untimi ko all mo kan che ne say. Also what I say untimi has those things near man.
It's a problem no esi no.
Yes,
the ma de ni ehun say esa Espara Bar.
Yes.
Santa region ha. Na tribes na wa ha no so be engage.
Ya
hwe ya na other regions.
For Ashanti region there no. Ma hu say investigation e koso. Me no
so far regional minister.
Yes, so far so good no. Speculations. And I say ebi say boko, ebi so say no nkofo bi na target nkofo bi say ni say. Meaning say police commander investigation go so a ye dey release about montia nhwehwemu ekoso. Nti nhwehwemu no ba wi a findings no so no ye beka ama asanteman ne Ghana nyina ye den. Ehun niam efrim.
If I go to me offer whatever MP politicians say against the current government, we don't care nor listen to them. They can criticize us to up to heaven. We don't mind. We are enjoying the current peace now. Thank you. Good evening, offer. Please, I am a member of Assemblies of God Church. In fact, Prayer Mama is a disgrace to our church. I played with the leaders of the church to reprimand him immediately. He's not truthful at all. Hey, but the God of Baumia is working. We were made to believe that the former vice president was the one supplying weapons to his faction. The CDS should be careful before they burn the state helicopter. OPK Akrokre. Good evening. I want to say something about Boko issue. Chama, you know something about it? The secret is that the one who owned the land has taken the landlord's title and give the chief title to the next person to take care of the people of the land. I don't know the person who advised them to do that. So the simple solution is that the leaders should respect the landlord rather than the chief. They have given it time and time again, but I don't see how this thing cannot be resolved. Anyway, good enough. I strongly agree with your panelists. We are fed up with Boko people. They should be left alone to kill themselves. But SK from Kenya Kumasi. Sibeja omwa. This is a Casibia who are also free honor. So we are located who are also free on na mo among kono. That's SK Kenya. That's the only thing. I see a jam man and Kodana or see SHS in I close down. Wasi shall see next week. Tiubawo Boko Senior High, Narugo Senior High. Say, I feel na IGP say, ye be deploy a security personnel. I'm a mark of senior high school in so confirm say what's the September. Do you know how much we are going to spend on this? Senior high school Boko Narugo area ho nyina no. Ye the apostle could go say, Korano Sati wasina, on Bebo buy from next week 4th August, confirm September. Na kola wo SSF na or trust wasino. Not the be apostle no or mumu way na corner bar. Masa, examination tension. It's just, this thing is too much. Anyway, Mr. Host, the Bako fight, let's blame President Mahama. Political blame game though. Over, I'm searching from Konomo Pra, so Miss Junction. In fact, the NDC government is doing well. Let's pray for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Okay, so dear, I don't know. I'm jabbing Theophilus in the Hunter West District. Every followers my about their heads in shame. Allegations and propaganda politics they are doing at the opposition. It's only the devil who dissociates himself from the truth. These people do not care about what happened to Ghanaians, the situation we are facing. How on earth can any follower defend the state they left us in 2024? Okay. MPP people, you have a lot to lament for 3.5 years. Nana Yao from Asin Fusu. Offer, Ghana is not safe under NDC. Boko conflict is escalating to everywhere. Now killers are all over Ghana, harassing and killing innocent people without the intervention of the security institutions. We are not safe at all. From Same Agrek Kromwasi and all the way and so a free a buy. Okay. I want the comments that's about what we are talking about. You do what seven buy and say, be out the buy and ya can't miss so the all can be ano. But the amen fancy more ye can and so. Your duty is to educate and entertain and inform. You read a test which was not true. Cocoa price has not been increased. It is still 33,100. Was what 31,000. Also, I 31,000. So please correct those misinformation when they send to you to read. Also, the NOC cocoa price is still 31,000. Cocoa price is not 31,000. 3,001. I'm going to say August 7. And about me, the new producer price of cocoa tea. And so tea. You come to Equity, but you don't come with cleaners. Anyway, good discussion tonight. Credit goes to NPP Red Dog. Okay, we'll say in the final way. Sir, okay.
Can you imagine, say, Asama President Mahama Khan 2024? Okujina boko kanka ba umiane kan kase na husini betna beka ba say President Mahama koke kansa reckless statement also now in wa shed that trial dodge also
one piece
no na time President Mahama don pay peace president ni pay peace wa kotena oke kasa ansem we nyina wie my friend keep quiet wa kotena ho no makoke kansem we nyina wie I feel no begin say they should give the peace chance. Or time walk can answer no him. Finally,
the NDC boy is beating about the bush.
Yes. Because I'm reading in between lines and
no, but he's in power.
No, so but imagine say Asama President Mahama Kanye no and Dr. Bawumia ne Kaya and say no besi akano. You see, young country penimfo no say omo bedi oman so duru stage bia say no. E mebuna eba na ehwe wo mo be kakra mebunu be take over omunya isansem na ensemba no mu toto bomb esenioma yes na ye wonu so the police for ko school for no ho ba enyo na share boss we be fa boko mrantie no ayi police
no no asem na say peace na say bibia
be bu akoye sanioma ni nyina wi a momien kan kire wo let's tell them
doctor time so
over they met me aka kakran so ne say we nyina asudi ena da aban no so menim say aban no so de na megu akwa mu se na bia bibia be
kama okay
ti esra aban no on try na animanimu ya no measure sa odi gu akwa mu so no odi begu akwa mu na edi asumdua eden aba na mada atiefo so ase ene ahwefo so magibre o mahwe yati nyina so na mada o mu so ase say o mahu no kre no between a year abaning with the first talk about the economy.
Jawi, my mencha me adofuli. Minu about a friend, Markelentry or Adansi Muso, or so on a year. And I'm JHS headmaster. Mimi JHS headmaster is a pension or Abu Abuja.
Okay.
A friend, Mr. Nicholas. In Senior Champon, also
right, that's it. Many about an abra sifa kuto CBG, or so dad of who in us in India Bema, your friend Michael Opoku, Nanapuku a taffin Ubulebu, weekend the Omo ye, our Kumo Bodmasi, no Cocran, ye, no, or see a dog form began in an abra sifa kuto. One at the bush in us, and one welcome about my say, more than pipe, but tiny china, or soon Yankopon Shiramina, democracy won't piano, or I didn't share more and name. So, I've had a ring what a doctor in a champo, electoral cane, West, your sign, and so your MPP, I'm a Panafi Hussein Ibrahim, and also Kasama NDC, no science spokesperson, and my dear Ashanti Regional Minister Malam Yaya, and a Bobo and Simiano, my maid, Sarah, and so in a coffee to park, nay, and I call me Sunday, Omo, and a hair, a technical department, so my Kofi Appiah, I watch on a part, and then she matching Medina so, now matters arising from the press conference, and in the counter press conference, Attorney General there, and the former Attorney General replied, "Ya keni nyina no, ye be dilate, ni dissecting nyina so, ababe mo ama wo, na de ombia so, onyame ma de pe bi enchien, ya kramo."